Hey friends, it's time for our second Pokemon build, and this time around it is going to be Squirtle, one of my all-time favorite Pokemons. I'm so excited to show you how to build it. Let's get on in there and do it up. A friendly reminder that we live stream on Twitch several times a week doing things like viewer build requests, creative builds, set previews and reviews, so make sure you come on by and check it on out. We're going to go ahead and dismantle him, lay out all the pieces, and then bring him back to life and show you exactly how we brought this adorable little build to life. Alrighty, our friend Squirtle is now fully disassembled, but don't worry, we're going to reassemble him, and he's going to be off, doing a Squirtle-y thing very soon. So let's get started though. We're actually gonna start with the body, and we're gonna use an interesting technique here to give us a bunch of different points to attach different parts of this build to by connecting a headlight brick and a Travis brick together. Gonna do that twice, kind of one for each side. We're gonna interconnect those with a bracket, which is gonna allow us to add some details on the front. I would say this bracket in tan, and I think it's in the instructions in tan, is gonna look a lot better than it does in white, but this is all I have handy, so we'll just work with what we got for now. You got to do that a lot when you're building with Lego. We're going to give him some like rounded shoulders here with some cheese slopes. And then we're going to add some details on the lower part of the body here. We're using a headlight brick, which is actually going to keep these two parts of the build even, in that a headlight brick is offset in by half a plate, just like a bracket is offset out by half a plate. Just some little side body details here. Then we're going to start adding the details of his shell. And in the middle here, I'm intentionally using two 1x1 tiles instead of a 1x2 tile. And the reason I'm doing that is to give a little bit more of that visual detailing of the shell, which is going to be good. That goes in the middle. And then we do a 1x2 plate under this cheese slope so that it sits evenly with that part there. And then we're going to do just a normal one on the top, making sure everything's nice and straight here. We're just slowly bringing our build of Squirtle to life here. And now we're going to start on the shell. So this is a bit of an interesting assembly. We're going to attach basically all these brown pieces on top of these white pieces to give kind of the edge of the shell. The Squirtle shell has like a white edge to it. And so initially those are not attached together, but with a simple 2x2 in the plate in the middle, we've got that built out. And originally when we built this, we had actually done, I think, like a dish or something, like a brown dish. But then I realized we could get a much more turtle shell-like look by doing a bunch of 1x1 tiles and 1x1 cheese slopes, so that you can visually see all the little lines between them. So it makes them look really, really nice. What do you guys think this makes for a beautiful little shell? And then the reason we have this square tile or square plate here instead of the cut corner is that we actually have somewhere to attach his tail to. So I've got one of the little white brackets here, which is going to give us space to attach his little tail, which is just a simple assembly of mostly these slopes, a plate, and a stopper. And then we're going to take his tail and attach it just like that. And now we've got, his awesome little tail, which I think matches the shape of the little swirl there pretty well. And then because we use that Travis bricks here with the snots on all sides, or studs on all sides, we can now attach this shell nicely. And you actually get to still see a little bit of the shell kind of behind his shoulders and below points there. So I think this almost looks like a Squirtle with all his arms and head drawn in, maybe, and just his tail sticking out. But we're now going to, of course, give him all the other details. We know Squirtle for like his little arms and legs. Put on his two little legs with his, and we use headlight bricks and a tile there to kind of give the appearance of him having little knees, because I feel like, yeah, he's got little knees and toes there, kind of. So I think that creates a little bit of visual distinction there. His arms are just very simple little 1x1 bricks. We're not doing anything crazy with that. Boom. There we go. And then it's time to do his head. Now, I would recommend doing 4 of these instead of what I did here, which is just using a 1x2 brick behind. I only have 2 of them. The instructions, though, will have 4, so you'll get the right amount if you want to go and build this yourself. And then we're just going to put on the little snot bricks on top of the curved slopes, or the inverted slopes there, which are going to have the little tiles attached, or his little eyes. There we go. And then just 2 slopes on top to kind of lock that all together. And we now have our beautiful little bud Squirtle. Just making sure that's all attached nicely. And Squirtle is now brought to life. Now, of course, I don't think you could build a Squirtle if you didn't go the extra mile and get the Squirtle Squad Squirtle going. I think that's what it's called, if I'm remembering correctly. So, of course, I did make sure that we would have an easy way to do that. So I'm going to pop off these tiles, and I'm just going to grab from over here 2 of these new corner tiles in black. And luckily we can just stick those on like so and like so. And then all of a sudden you have the coolest Squirtle in the world, right? He looks like he's ready to take over the world. You would not want to mess with him and his crew, that's for sure. So yeah, and that's included in the instructions as well, so you definitely won't miss out on building an awesome Squirtle of your own friends. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget you can find free instructions for this Pokemon on my website. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later and happy building.